All right, so today I want to show you a stock I just wrote about over here at MarketBeat. There's the article. I'll link it up for you in the show notes. This is Mobileye Global, and it was spun off from Intel back in October of 2022, October 22. So you see over here, there's the date. It was an IPO at 21 per share. And you see over here, it's trading about 32.51 as of today. Now, that's a daily chart. Let me pop over to a weekly. Kind of did a typical thing you see in IPOs. It rallied, pulled back very sharply, but then rallied again and has been consolidating. You actually had a few up weeks here. You see a lot of volatility. It's had a lot more up weeks than it has down. And even so far this week, despite today's downside action, it is up 2.81% for the week. Now, this develops autonomous driving solutions. And as I wrote about in MarketBeat, it's solutions for parking, for hands-free driving, collision avoidance. There's a whole lot that these companies are doing. They are partnering with Tesla, Lucid, Volkswagen, I think Nissan, a few other automakers. Obviously, we're not seeing autonomous driving for consumers right now. That still makes a lot of people nervous for reasons I understand. The technology isn't really completely there for fully self-driving cars, but it is being worked on. It will be around someday. Mobileye is one of these companies that is involved in this industry, has a market cap just a little bit shy of 1.7 billion. You do see that analysts expect some moderate earnings growth in the next couple of years. I believe it reports, it should be reporting 2022 sometime in February or March. It's already wrapped up, so they will be reporting. And you do see down here kind of some erratic revenue growth. There were some problems for some of these autonomous driving companies during the pandemic that some of their tests had to stop in 2020, but that did resume. And you do see here the revenue stream is from some of these partnerships they have with these automakers. Earnings, it's been sketchy over here, and actually you did see some earnings declines. I mean, it's been profitable. That red just means an earnings decline. And over here you do see a little bit of deceleration in the past quarter. So it's a fairly volatile stock right now. You do see it, you pop back over here to a daily, very wide intraday price swings. What I like about it though, it's a new company. And it's in a business that really does look poised for growth. The company actually said before it went to the CES show in Vegas earlier in January, they said that they expect 17.5 billion in revenue before or by 2030. So this is happening right now. That this company is anticipating the growth. It's forming partnerships, autonomous driving, or at least more driver assistance technology is on the way. It's already here. I mean, right? If you are in a, what's that thing called? The Prius, right? The Toyota Prius. That's just one that I ride around in a lot. It's got, if you veer over onto the side by mistake, into the shoulder, it'll tell you that. It tells you if cars are too close. That technology's been around for quite some time. We've got more parking technology going on in these cars. So the driver assist is already starting to happen. And some of you know this because you have it installed in your cars. This is a rapidly growing business with a lot of potential. Made a lot of sense for Intel to spin off this company, as they say, to unlock value, because this is not Intel's focus. Even though the company does make Mobileye Global is involved with chip technology, of course, this autonomous driving is not something that Intel is really going to be focusing on. So it made a lot of sense for them to spin this off and allow the company to raise money in the public markets, garner some attention from the big investment banks and from investors, and could really do much better over the long haul. Right now, we'll see, still pretty volatile. Just one that I wanted to point out, it could be early on for you to take a look at this and just track it. I don't see this as being in buy range at the moment, by the way. Could it be in the not so distant future? Yeah, sure. But watch the patterns. Right now, it's pretty far off that previous interim high over here. Very volatile. And even if you did make a purchase in this anytime soon, it could kind of, some of that volatility could shake you out pretty quickly. With a newly public company, and by that I mean a company that's public in the last several years, you generally have plenty of time to get in there and still be in time for the big run-ups. It's not the case that you've necessarily missed it just because you didn't get in the first year or months, or God forbid, the first day. You don't need to worry about that kind of thing. Okay, that's a look at Mobileye Global. Thanks a lot for watching today.